welcome to my channel, Janelle the Enchantress, and today's pick a card is, what is the last conversation they had about you? So, we have 4 piles, pile 1 on the left, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Take a few moments to take a few deep breaths and decide which pile fits you best, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Hi, Pile 1. This is your reading on what is the last conversation they had about you. So the last conversation that they had about you is how they want to help you move ahead in something you've been working on. They see you as someone who has taken the time to reflect on what you desire, what was a priority to you, and now you've started to plan out your future. Not only did you plan out where you were going, but you've taken the steps to implement it, and they really appreciate what you've done already, and they want to come in and support you. So for some of you all, that looks like them coming in to ask you questions about how did you get started, or where did you get this idea from, or just learning the history about how you got to where you are at this point. If you sell your services or products, this person is talking about how they want to purchase from you. If this person is in an industry that complements yours, they're talking about how they want to collaborate. For instance, if this person is a graphic designer and you sell t-shirts, they're talking about how they plan on approaching you with the networking opportunity. So this is somebody who has connections that they want you to meet, especially because they see what you were able to do on your own. And so now that they see what you're capable of without them or without the help of others, they want to see how far you can go through your connections with other people or meeting other people in your field, in your industry, in your community. Others of you, this person wants to learn from you. But either way, there's a heavy energy of them wanting to learn from you. They really want to understand how you took action so quickly on what you're working on or what you're building. And it's like, it could have taken you some time to figure this out or figure out what you wanted to do, especially if you're in your mid-20s to your early 40s. In your early 20s or your late teens, you could have had a slow start. So some of you all could be a late bloomer. And although others doubted what you were capable of because it took you a while to find your footing, you still were able to manifest what you desired. You still were able to create a future for yourself. You still believed in yourself enough to take a chance on you, and it seems to be working out. And so the last conversation that they had is that they really want to come and pick your brain, I'm getting, or they really want to come and talk with you. And this is somebody who wants to come in and be helpful. They see you as somebody who is really tapped into the culture. You could use your services or your products to speak about change, to speak about growth, to educate other people, to try to spark a shift in the way that people operate or the way they think. They could see what you're doing as revolutionary, as a game changer. They could see you as somebody who's for the people or willing to just help people. Anything else, Spirit? You definitely could have heavy Virgo placements, or this person could be a Virgo. Yeah. The last conversation that they had was basically talking about how intelligent you are, how analytical you are. You all could have started with, again, little investment, particularly from other people, little support, a small amount of resources, and you were able to build something. So this person sees you as being very efficient. With that, Power One, I'm going to leave it there. I thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking in. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye. Hi, Power Two. This is your reading on what is the last conversation they had about you. So, Power Two, you could be an Aries or a Leo, any of the fire signs, but particularly heavy on the Aries and Leo placements. This person could be a water sign or an earth sign. The last conversation that they had about you was how dependable you are. This person regards you as a close friend and somebody that they have dear love for. You taught them about what it means to have a platonic love and a connection, to have friends that you really can depend on, that you really love and support, and that really love and support you. They talk about how you help them take a healthier approach to life. So they see you as somebody that they could come to as an advisor or for advice. They see you as somebody who is a natural born leader. They see you as somebody who is really grounded, and you give a lot of positive advice. You help them put things in perspective, particularly when it comes to letting go of situations that no longer serve them. They see you as somebody who tells them what they need to hear in order to have clear insight of or on a situation. So I'm getting that they were talking about how you helped them step out of their ego in a particular experience that they had, and you helped them see the brighter side of a situation, or you help them come to terms with it, especially if it's something that they were holding on to, that they didn't want to let go, particularly a connection or a job or a place of living. Like if this person lived in a particular area and they had to relocate, they talked about how you helped them see the benefit of this situation, especially when they were down and out, or they were in this feeling of brooding, or they wanted to stay stuck on what was going wrong in this situation. You help them recognize that if it's not an opportunity or a connection that brings love and passion into their life, then it's okay to release it. Yeah, it's like there's a consistent energy of you helping them come out of their ego and recognize that if something is no longer aligned, or if it's a particular situation that needs to be let go, or it's just time to let it go, then it's okay to be comfortable with that. It's okay to appreciate it for the experience that you have. And instead of looking at the situation in a negative sense, look at the situation like, how did this experience or this relationship build me up? What did I learn from it? How can it help me grow? Or how did it help me grow? They talk about how you help them see that nothing lasts forever, especially if you're a fire sign and they are water or an earth sign. And they talked about how they hope that your connection lasts forever, or that you and them can maintain your connection through the test of time. I'm getting this actor that I don't recall the name of, but he talked about how Adam Sandler has called him every week since they've been friends, or since they've worked together or known each other. And this has been for at least the past 20 or 30 years. So this is the type of energy that I'm getting from this person. Like, this person just talks about how you're one of their closest friends and they appreciate your relationship. Yeah. And they talked about like plans that they want to make for you all to go out and have fun or enjoy yourselves. Especially if you tend to be somebody who is more uptight, or you focus on business or work, or you're somebody that's always in your head. Yeah, it's like the way that they want to give back to you is helping you let your guard down, or even just let your hair down, quote unquote. And it doesn't matter if you're actually bald. That's the saying for those of you who take things literally. But it's like they want to show you, or they want to go out and celebrate. They want to show you how to have a good time. Yeah, they talked about how it's really easy for you to get through situations that seem insurmountable. And you help them see how they can overcome situations that seem too great for them to bear. But you all are polar opposites. Like, your personalities are your personalities are completely different from one another. They could be more in their masculine energy, or you could be more in your masculine energy, excuse me. You could be more in your masculine energy, or it's easier for you to tap into it. And it's easier for them to tap into their feminine energy, but apply it however it resonates. They're just discussing how they're going to repay the favor. Like, Pal 2 is always too cool for school, or Pal 2 is always too calm or too laid back to really tap into their emotions. So I'm going to show them how to relax. I'm going to show them how to unplug, unwind, have a good time. And with that, I'm going to leave it there. I thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking in. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye. Hi, Pal 3. This is your reading on the last conversation that they had about you. So, Pal 3, what I'm getting is the last conversation was about some type of argument or disagreement that you all had. It could have been in March. You or them could be born in March. But yeah, and ever since this situation happened, because I'm getting it happened in the past, you all haven't been right since. So I've been leaving it kind of open for whoever they represents for each pal. But for you, pal 3, I'm really getting this is an ex that is talking about whatever your disagreement was before and how they want to come back in with a new offer. They want you to see them as somebody who has matured. They want you to see them as somebody who has an understanding of your feelings. So they're trying to figure out what they can say, or they're planning how they can get you to come and meet them, or how they can get you to agree to give them an opportunity to hear them out. A lot of them, they're talking about where you live. Some of you all, they're trying to figure out where you live. Others of you, they're talking about like places they could take you out on a date. Like, what would you like? I don't know. I'm getting that they're trying to do something outside of what you normally do. So if you normally would go out on dates to a certain type of restaurant, they want to do something that's more extravagant than that. Some type of date where you guys actually have to participate in it. Yeah, because with this 6 of Cups, they want it to be a more lighthearted experience. They want you guys to have fun. So again, if you normally go out on a date where you all go to a particular type of restaurant, this time they want you all to do something where you're skydiving, or you're taking a pottery class together, or something that involves you two working together or having fun or doing something that would make you laugh, or that would make the situation seem fun again. Yeah, this person is interested in showing you a good time. They're talking about why you rejected them in the first place, or what would make you turn down their offer. So they're trying to find workarounds, or like they're trying to plan a response. Yeah, this person is really putting in work. I don't know if they've put in the work on themselves. I'm not tapping into that energy, but I know that they're really planning on how they're going to come back in, or how they're going to persuade you to take them back. This person is planning. This person is invested. Yeah, they were talking about how you went off on them, or how you were reckless in whatever disagreement or argument you had. Like, after that conversation, you were done with them. There was no turning back. And you had no problem with dismissing them or ending the situation. Like, this person is saying that you low-key went crazy on them. Like, you threw them for a loop. The way you reacted towards them in this last conversation, or in this last disagreement that you had, was like pulling a wild card. It came out of nowhere for them. They didn't even realize that you had it in you. They didn't even realize that you could even go crazy on them like that. I I want that old thing back. Yeah, this person wants that old thing back. And so this person really wants you to see them as somebody who's capable of loving you, or who's capable of being in a healthy relationship with you. Because they feel like you've gotten really attractive since you separated from them. And they feel like they're missing out now that you all aren't together. They also talked about how you've evolved since the last time you all were together. So it could have been months or years since you all reconnected. And they talk about how much you've matured. And they want to come across like they've matured to you. Like they can match you at your level. Because at this point, you seem as if you're sitting on your throne. You seem as if you recognize who you are, what you bring to the table. You're really in this era of loving yourself. And this person is planning on how to make a comeback. But they want to avoid another confrontation because there's a part of them that feels like you still have a bad taste in your mouth in regards to them based on the last conversation or argument that you all had. So they're talking about how to avoid you being salty or bitter when they come towards you. They're also talking about how you're on another level than the other people that they've been dating. So if you're a feminine who dates a masculine, they're talking about how the other feminines that they've been dating aren't as unique as you are. I heard hard pressed. They would be hard pressed to find somebody like you. So you could be into spirituality, of course, because you're in this pal. Some of you all could be witchy. And the other people that they tend to date are more like a pop princess. I'm getting this idea of one of the mainstream girlies. And initially they thought that that was the type of partner that they wanted. But they find themselves more and more drawn to you the more time goes by and they date these other people and you continue to evolve. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there, Pal 3. I thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking in. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye. Hi, Pal 4. This is your reading on what's the last conversation they had about you. So, Pal 4, the last conversation that they had about you is that you left a job, or they're talking about how you left a job and it was unexpected. You left out of nowhere. And so at the time, they really were like, okay, like, are you seriously leaving your job? I don't know who these people are. These could be ex-coworkers. Yeah. This is somebody from your company or whatever organization you left. Or whoever you're asking about that knew what was going on with your employment or your job situation. They're talking about how you just dipped unexpectedly. These people could currently still be there, and they're recognizing that whatever vision you have for yourself or whatever you had planned is actually working out for you. They see you building some type of legacy for yourself. They see you stepping into this Queen of Pentacles situation. So it's like you took a bet on yourself and it's paying off. Like you're in a much better financial situation than you were with this job. And if you aren't in a better financial situation yet, they see it happening for you. Not only that, but you seem like you're happier wherever you are with whatever you're doing now. And so, yeah, they're just reflecting on the time that you spent at this company and where you are now. They're also talking about how they learned a lot from seeing you step out and take a leap of faith. Yeah, and they talk about how this was like really strategic of you. It was really strategic for you to take a chance on yourself, because not only were you creative enough to use whatever talent, skills, and abilities that you have to manifest a better career or job situation for yourself, but you actually had the intelligence and the wisdom to execute it properly. So I'm getting like you had a combination of being savvy with being talented and creative. And they're talking about, they're just talking about how much they're learning from how you're navigating this transition. Some of you all could have started a business, or you could be working with your best friend, and they talk about how creative you are, how much they love working with you, how much you pour into your craft. How much you're able to balance out your responsibilities. They learn from you every day. This is for those of you all where you're working with the best friend. And you teach them more about their creativity. They talk about the love that you have between the two of you all, and how much respect you all have, and how much you all share a creative vision, how much you all think alike, or you're on the same page. And so through this love that you all pour into whatever business that you work on or whatever craft that you have, it helps stimulates them even more. And so every day they're learning something new about their own creative process as they learn about your creative process. You guys are really in sync. And this is the last thing that they were talking about. Others of you all, if it's not your best friend talking about this, it's somebody who works for you all. Some of you all, this is an assistant, an intern who works with you two, and they're talking about the connection that you all have they're talking about the connection that you have with one another, and how just being able to intern with you or assist you has been such a learning experience for them. But overall, the last discussion that they had is about this career change and how it's really shaping out to be something that's inspiring. You really went for something that you love, and you seem happier than ever. And now they're inspired to do things that they love because they want to have that same type of happiness every day. Like I'm getting, when you do something you love, it doesn't feel like work. That's the quote that's coming across. You were fired and you didn't quit and you just lost your job unexpectedly. They're talking about how unlucky your old boss has been. They're talking about how this boss and your old co-workers or friends of convenience or people you just knew casually, like, you know, those co-workers or people who work in the same building as you that you may grab coffee with or lunch with, but you all aren't super close. They're talking about how now they've put some respect on your name because of how you've evolved and who you've built yourself up to be. Like, at one point, they saw you as somebody who was inexperienced or not equipped, and now they see you as somebody who has all the answers. Again, somebody that they want to learn from, somebody that they're inspired by. Yeah, and 11:11 on the clock as I said that. And so it's like, yeah, you are the person who had the last laugh. And now they recognize that you deserve so much more anyway than what that last job was offering you. So whatever plans that you made or whatever leap of faith that you took, it was meant for you. Because particularly if you were in a toxic work environment or in a toxic industry, they're like, PAL 4 was obviously meant for so much more anyway. And again, people who were once salty about you leaving have now started singing a different tune. Now they're talking about how, I'm getting this energy of people being like, I always knew how great PAL 4 was, or I always knew that something else was a better fit for them. They just had to figure it out, or only let them go because, you know, I knew they were meant for greater things. Like, people who once gave you their A to kiss, or who once turned their back on you, or who once were shady towards you or had no regards for your well-being, are now secretly your hype men, or now singing you praises or giving you compliments. And so with that, PAL 4, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking in. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.